It's Mayaka Anderson, your girl, back in 2024, and I am feeling fantastic. Number one, how are you doing? Let's breathe. Let's take it in. Let's take it back. All right, y'all. Welcome to my channel. If you do not know me and you came across me somehow, my name is Mayaka Anderson. I am the owner of Rooted Vines, a herbal tea boutique. But on YouTube, I take the time to talk about self-healing, shadow work, self-realization, everything about the self, right? How to begin. 2023 was so powerful because all I did was talk about and give people a little different perspective on dealing with self, why it's important to deal with self, and the benefits you get from dealing with self, all right? But you guys, it's 2024. It's the year of the number 8. New beginnings, clean slate, financial blessings, abundance, prosperity, all of it. And the truth on top of that, all right? The truth on top of that. Things are going to be uncovered and revealed. It's already began. It's already began. You see the Epstein, you see the Cat Williams, things are just they're going to be coming out here. All right, but before we get started, go ahead, hit the like, the subscribe, the love, whatever button, leave comments. And if you haven't done your shadow work, I cannot tell you how important it is that you go back and watch some of my videos, right? Get your healing, do your work, and come forward into 2024. Because let me tell you, if you have not done your work like you were supposed to in 2023, this year might not be for you. Stay with me, y'all. Let's talk about it. So, 2024 is going to be the year of transformation. That's my word. That's what came to me for 2024. My dog is knocking at the door. That joker. Anyways, 2024 is the year of transformation. So, if you did your work, if you worked on self, if you walked into 2024 having a clean slate, you have let go, you have forgave others, yourself, and you no longer blame, but you are going to walk in the truth and with the Most High, you are going to have a fabulous year, right? So this is the time that all of that work that you put in 2023 will be seen here in 2024. Those seeds, you're getting ready to see some beautiful harvest. You're going to have a bountiful year. And for those that didn't do the work, it might look a little desolate, a little graveyardish, right? Because you were supposed to be building up your spiritual connection to the Most High in 2023. Because God's children is getting ready to walk in 2024. So the blessings and the miracles are going to be amazing. And as you notice, the truth is going to overtake the lies. The veil was already ripped and torn, but it's about to be like thrown out the window, right? So we are going to be able to witness some amazing things. We are going to see some whoa, what things that's already started. So don't be surprised. If you've done your work, you already know what I'm talking about. Don't be surprised. A lot of people have been caught up in this world, have been caught up in the stories, and you know what? They haven't been caught up in self, right? They're looking at everybody else's headlines. They're looking at everybody else's relationship. They're looking at everybody else's career or opportunities or whatever it is. Let me tell you, it's not what it seems. Okay? The bad guys aren't winning. It's not what it seems. I talked about this in 2023 about people creating illusions about who they are and how good they are at it. But at one point, the illusions are going to fall. This is the year. The illusions are going to come off and you're going to actually see who's pulling the strings behind the puppet. All right. And so don't be discouraged. Don't be worried. Like I told you. I told you, and Cat Williams just said it too. You got to figure out who camp you in, honey. There are two camps. I've talked about this. There are two camps. You either going to be on God's side or the other side. Isn't that what Cat said? And he wasn't lying. And that's what I was trying to get people prepared for before they came here. Because if you didn't do your work, it's going to look like And the sign's going to be up there on whose camp you are, okay? Now, is it too late to do the work? No, but you're going to have to hump and do it. You're going to have to really grind and do your self-work, because we are walking into prosperity. Those seeds are germinating. So you are late. You may be able to get a little bit of um, some blessings here and there, but you're not going to get your full bounty. You're not going to get your full harvest because you didn't do the work, because you didn't decide whose camp you are when it was time to decide, to make the decision, right? So this may sound crazy to y'all, but it's not crazy. And for those who have karmic debt that you walked into 2024, oh, it's coming for you. So while you talking about everybody else is being exposed out here, honey, you about to be exposed too if you still have karmic debt. And the only way you can get rid of karmic debt is if you've learned your lessons, if you have released and let go, if you have forgiven. And when I say this, I don't mean just for others, but you have to make sure that you do it for yourself, because sometimes within us, we hoard certain ill wills towards ourselves and sabotage ourselves. So you can't allow that to go on. You can't allow that to stop your blessings, because you're putting walls and blocks up in front of yourself. You don't even need nobody else, right? One day probably I'll do a video about when I was vibrating so low. I thought I was being haunted, but I wasn't. I was haunting myself, honey. It's possible, and it happens. So I want you to be mindful of that. But I don't want to get too much into it, because this is just the first Sunday of the new year. So I want to keep that hype going. I want to make sure that you're keeping your affirmations. I want you to make sure that you are not entering into agreements or contracts this year that you ain't got no business making. I want to make sure that you are not sabotaging yourself, but you are going to live a happy and a full life, and that you have done your work. That's what this is all about. And when I say transformation is the year, that is what we're going to talk about. It's about taking all the things that you learned about yourself, all the new things that you have learned how to do, and we're going to implement them, because that's going to transform us, right? We should look different. Our conversations should be different. And a lot of y'all are having the same old conversations that you did in 2023. You done brought them to 2024. How in the world you going to pack a bag for the future full of the past? That ain't going to work. Where you going? Where you going? What you doing? That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. You had to come into 2024 as a clean slate. No bags. Pack nothing. Because the Most High is going to provide you with everything you need. This is a new beginning, honey. And you got to understand that. This is a new place. And you got to get ready to get into your new territory that you're about to be blessed with. Your new associates, your new job, your new relationships. And you got to be okay with that. Because when the Most High separates you from something, He got something better for you. But like I said, you won't notice that unless you've done your work. You won't notice that if you're too busy looking at everybody else instead of what's going on in your circle. Okay? So don't get caught up in this world. Turn the news off. Create your own atmosphere. Do what you got to do so that you can get your blessings, so that you can move forward and live in this life, honey. 2024 is going to be off the chain. I claim it. I know it. I walk in it. I believe it. I see it. All things are possible. All things are possible. And so I want to see everybody who watches this channel flourish. I want to see all of you do the work that needs to be done. But for those who already did the work, I want you to sit back and watch your blessings just come. I want you to see them just flow. And this is not the year for you to chase any money. For you clout chasers, or go get that bag, not going to work this year. Money is walking all over the place. It is all over the land. But it's not something that you can chase. It is something that's already been tagged and coming to you. Is flowing to you, right? You ain't got to chase it. You ain't got to call out at it, because you did that work. You already put those seeds in. That's what I was saying. This should be an easy harvest year for you. If it's not, you need to check yourself, and you need to figure out why. Because you can't get away from it. Like I said, that this is the year you pay your karmic debt. This is the year the truth is going to come out. And it's not just celebrities, superstars, football players, whatever. It is the normal, average day people. Your door is about to be open, and all them dead skeletons in there are about to be exposed, because you didn't clean up your house. You were too busy pointing fingers at everybody else's home. And you sitting over here stacking dead bodies. Let's not do that this year. Mind your business. Everybody isn't going to be in God's camp. You have to understand that and be okay with it. So you preaching and pointing fingers and being mad and that's disgusting and this is nasty. There's going to be people who aren't going to take the road you take. Be okay with that. Judas had to be there had to be a Judas, right? There had to be. Nobody was going to preach him out of what he was doing or soothe him out of what he was doing. There had to be, because the story had to take place. No different. There are going to be people out here who are not going to agree with you, not live the life. They want to be in the other camp. They don't care to be in God's camp. And you have to be okay with that. What you do is you plant seeds and you go on. But you don't make anybody feel bad. You don't do all out war. What God says, dust the sand up your sandals and keep on going. Learn to mind your business. Drop your messages and move on. It is not my job or your job to sit there and make sure it grows. God's path, his will is already completed. You ain't about to change none of that. But what you can change is you, your perspective, your outlook, how you move in this 3D realm. Because remember, we are spiritual beings. Bring your powers from the spiritual realm into this 3D. They have lied to us, right? We come into this world and they don't tell you anything about the universal laws, the natural laws, right? The spiritual laws. Yeah, nobody tells you about that. Nobody talks to you about that. Why? Because your power is in that. What they tell you about is man's law. And you already know about man. Look around, the destruction, starvation, the pain, the hurt, murderous ways, right? They teach you about that. That's okay. That's okay. Commerce and capitalism, all of that, that's okay. But when you get into the natural laws, right? The spiritual laws, the universal laws, nobody want to tell you that. They want to keep that hush hush. They don't even want to tell you that you're a spiritual being. They want to tell you you came from some ape. Are you telling me the Most High, the one who has created all time, space, universes, multiverses, suns, moons, planets, all of that, inner earth, outer earth, firmament, you gonna tell me that he created some apes and then he pulled me from apes? You got to be out your mind. The lies that they tell, and we refuse to go research. The lies that they tell, and we buy them. Every day, we buy them lies. And you wonder why we haven't gotten anywhere. You have to separate yourself. Yes, we are in this world, but we are not of it. Understand we are spiritual beings. Understand that we have power, that we walk with authority. And until you realize that, you'll be stuck in this 3D prison. You'll be stuck. You won't be able to transcend. So don't allow this copy of a copy of a copy of a world to trick your mind, trick your eyes, right? You got to have a different perspective, a spiritual perspective, and you have to have a relationship with the Most High. So I just came by really quick just to see how y'all was doing. Say Happy New Year. And I'm so excited I'm getting this done. I had to redo this. It's a mess. I don't even want to go into it. But I will be back next Sunday. The word again is transformation. So that is what we're going to be basically talking about for 2024 is the transformation, walking in truth and in light, and how to be able to have the Most High and his angelic beings solidify those things that we need to walk on. Okay? Because it's coming. And just remember that you must believe, right? You must believe to see. Not see to believe, but believe to see. All right. So I will talk to you guys next Sunday. Blessings. And now I can say, all those things that you sought, all those things that you desired, they are now coming to you. Be blessed, my family.